Good day, everyone. We are Group 2 and we will present and discuss how to perform reconciling items. To start our discussion, I will give the floor to Freya.
Reconciling items. At the end of every month, comparison between the cash records of the depositor and the bank statement received from the bank will yield the following reconciling items. First is book reconciling items, credit memo, debit memos, is deposit in transit, outstanding check. So, that's all for me, and for the second part, Christine will explain it to you. Thank you.
Thank you for that explanation, Freya. And now, let's proceed to the different forms of bank reconciliation. There are three forms of bank reconciliation, and these are the adjusted balance method, book-to-bank method, and the bank-to-book method. Here is the formula for the adjusted balance method. For the book-to-bank method, for the bank-to-book method, that's all for my part, and now Lian will give some problem solving to help us better understand on how we are going to use the different forms of bank reconciliation.
So now, let's try to solve short problems. GMM TV Company provided the following information for the month of May. Balance per bank 1,805,000, deposit in transit 325,000, return of customer check for insufficient fund 60,000, outstanding checks 275,000, bank service charge for May 10,000. What amount should be reported as adjusted cash in bank? So the answer is 1,855,000. So how did we get that? You need to add the bank balance amounting to 1,805,000 to deposit in transit amounting to 325,000. Its subtotal is 2,130,000. Then you less it with outstanding checks, which is 275,000. Therefore, the adjusted bank balance is 1,855,000. Number 2 short problem. Gulf Company provided the following information for the month of April. Balance per bank statement 3,800,000, deposit in transit 520,000, amount erroneously credited by bank to Gulf's account 40,000, bank service charge 5,000, NSF check 50,000, outstanding checks 675,000. So what amount should be reported as adjusted cash in bank, and what is the unadjusted cash in bank balance per book? The solution for number 1 question. Bank balance 3,800,000. You add the deposit in transit, which is 520,000, subtotal 4,320,000, less outstanding checks, which is 675,000, bank error 40,000. So the adjusted bank balance is 3,605,000. The solution for number 2 question is adjusted bank balance 3,605,000. You add the bank service charge which is 50,000, NSF check 5,000, and adjusted book balance 3,660,000. To get the unadjusted cash and bank balance per book, we need to reverse the positives into negatives and negatives into positives under the book reconciling items. So we already computed the adjusted cash and bank amounting to 3,605,000 and added it to the bank service charge, which is 50,000, and NSF checks 5,000. Therefore, the unadjusted book balance is 3,660,000. We need to follow the adjusted balance method to check if our answer is correct, since we already got the unadjusted book balance. So book balance says 3,660,000 less than a bank service charge of 50,000 and NSF check 5,000. The adjusted book balance is 3,605,000. As you can see, the adjusted book balance and the adjusted bank balance that we computed are equal. Therefore, our answer is correct.
Thank you so much for that, Lian. And now I'm gonna discuss on how we can get the cash balance per bank statement. Wang Yi Book Company received the bank statement for the month of March. However, the closing balance of the account was unreadable. Attempts to contact the bank after hours did not secure the desired information. For the February 28 book balance, we have 1,460,000, note collected by bank 100,000, interest earned on note 10,000, NSF check of customer 130,000, bank service charge on NSF check worth 2,000, other bank service charges 3,000, outstanding checks 200,000, deposit of February 28 placed in night depository 85,000, check issued by Wang Yi Book Company charged to Wang Yi Book's account worth 20,000. What is the cash balance per bank statement? To get the cash balance per statement, we must first compute the adjusted balance to conveniently get the answer to a problem. So the book balance for February 28 is 1,460,000. Then, we need to add notes collected by the bank, which is 100,000 and 10,000 interest earned. And the answer is 110,000. 110,000, add it to the book balance, so its subtotal is 1,570,000. Less it to NSF check 130,000, bank service charge on NSF check worth 2,000, and other bank service charges 3,000. So the total debit memo is 135,000. The subtotal is 1,570,000 less than the debit memo amounting to 135,000. Therefore, the adjusted book balance for March is 1,435,000. After getting the adjusted book balance, just like earlier, we need to reverse the positives into negatives and negatives into positives for us to get the unadjusted bank balance. So the adjusted book balance amounting to 1,435,000, add to the OC 200,000, its subtotal is 1,635,000. DIT, add it to the bank error, so its total is 105,000. The subtotal less it to the 105,000, and therefore the balance per bank statement is 1,530,000. For checking if our answer is correct, we need to follow the adjusted balance method since we already got the unadjusted bank balance. So bank balance is 1,530,000. Add it to the DIT and bank error, which is 85,000 and 20,000. Its total is 105,000. Balance per bank 1,530,000. Add it to the 105,000 and its subtotal is 1,635,000. Less it to the OC worth 200,000. The adjusted bank balance is 1,435,000. As you can see, the adjusted book balance and the adjusted bank balance that we computed are equal. Therefore, our answer is correct. And that concludes our presentation. We hope that you learned something and may apply this for future accountants and for those who are struggling to solve the bank reconciliation. See you at our subsequent discussion. Thank you so much.